Hey, you. Talking to you.
I recognized the instrument as a theodolite, but I had no idea how to operate it.
Oh, so it's not a camera. Okay. Let's go chat to the man. Ow. Hey. Hey, you.
Hi. Is this Ketch's Landing?
Yeah, that's right.
My name's George Stobbart. You're a surveyor, right, Mr.
Bronson. And of course I'm a surveyor. Why the hell else would I have a theodolite?
I don't know.
Alright, prick.
Hobby, maybe?
Yeah, right. What brings you here anyway?
I'm searching for an ancient Mayan artifact.
What is it? Some kind of jewel?
No,
Yeah.
it's obsidian. A black stone with supposedly mystic powers.
You're nuts.
Well, at least he, didn't buy it.
Look at this. An article about a total eclipse of the sun.
Oh yeah? Listen, I don't want to be rude, but it just comes naturally.
I can tell.
really don't care.
This is similar to the stone I'm looking for.
What makes you think you'll find it here?
Because when the stones were stolen in the 17th century,
Hold it. The stones have been lost for 300 years?
approximately,
And you're hoping to find them again? You're nuts. And why here?
a wise old Indian shaman told me he saw the stones in a vision.
Ha ha.
It does
That's
sound
rich.
bad.
Listen, I got work to do, okay?
What work have you got to do, good
What are
sir?
you doing with a theodolite?
Surveying the old house. I got great plans for this place.
Oh yeah?
You bet. Take a look around. What do you see?
Paradise.
I see opportunity. This place is ripe for development.
I like it just the way it is.
And that's where we differ. You see, Mr. Stobbart, I'm what you might call a man of vision. I see a great future for Ketch's Landing, and it all starts here, with that house.
Okay.
How do you survey a house like that?
I put a target reflector on the end of one of the flagpoles up there on the house. I sight on it from various locations through the theodolite, record the angles along the baseline, and triangulate them to give me the exact position of the target. Understand?
Why the end of the flagpole? Wouldn't it have been better on a corner of a wall or something?
Are you a surveyor?
No, my degree's in law.
Then shut up.
Catch you later, Bronson.
Alright, Bronson, you
I
jackass.
recognized the instrument as a theodolite, but I had no idea how to operate it.
Is that like an old world measuring thing? Because a theodolite doesn't sound like a new word,
I didn't want a fishing net.
but you might need it later. Or go fishing. Hey, kid.
You want to buy some fish?
Nah, I don't like fish. What's your name?
Rio. It means river. What about you?
George. It means, well, it's just a name. No school today?
No, sir.
What about your education?
I can fish, sail, and swim. I've been looking after myself since I was 6, and I'm bilingual.
Aren't you a little overqualified for a beach bum?
Well, you know, there's a lot of competition.
Is it true that Captain Ketch lived around here?
That's right. That's his house up on the hill. It's a museum now.
Yeah? That's exactly what I need. Thanks, kid.
You won't get inside, you know. The old ladies close it down.
What do you know about Captain Ketch?
Just what everybody knows around here. He was a pirate and get himself hung.
Okay, so tell me about the
Who are
ladies.
these old ladies you mentioned?
Miss Frost and Miss Mina Ketch.
How come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Bronson's doing. Him have the plans for redeveloping the museum. They quietly regret it, you know. The man's a crook.
Is he?
Do you know anything about pirate treasure?
Man, that's all stories. There's no such thing as a real pirate treasure.
I disagree with
Do
that.
you know anything about a forthcoming eclipse?
No, but that explains why the weather's about to get real bad.
Rio, it's a beautiful day. There's no more than a whisker of cloud in the sky.
Trust me, man, it going to get real bad.
That's not what the subtitle said. But it sounded more like Rio. I like Rio. It reminds me of, was it Seamus? From the first game? I'm pretty sure it was Seamus. Seamus... Ow.
Hi, Puss. Wanna play? Hey, cat. Watch where you're putting those claws.
You kind of deserved that, George.
Hi, my name's George Stobbart.
Is that the laser pointer?
Good afternoon, Mr. Stobbart. Would you care for tea?
No, thank you, ma'am. I don't like tea.
I'm an American.
Is that your cat?
Yes, it is. That's Ruddles. Do you like cats, Mr. Stobbart?
Sure.
You bet. Especially spit roast.
Oh God, George, what are you doing?
I've been talking to Rio, the little fisher boy.
I'll thank you not to mention that little wretch in my presence.
Dirty little whelk.
Oh.
Nasty fishy boy.
That will do, Mina.
Can you
Okay.
tell me anything about Captain Ketch?
More than you can tell me about your great-great-great-great-grandfather, no doubt.
You're his descendants?
Certainly. Captain Ketch was born in Dorset, England, in the reign of King Henry VIII. His family
Never heard of
were
him.
undistinguished farmers, but young Frederick Ketch decided to go to sea.
We have plenty of seamen in our family, Mr. Stobbart.
Are you interested in history, Mr. Stobbart?
I'm not going there. I'm not rising to that one. Yeah.
Yes, I am. Is it true Frederick Ketch was a pirate?
Frederick Ketch was emphatically not a pirate.
They hanged him, you know. Down there on the beach in front of his family. Didn't bother with a trial. Just whipped him out from his breakfast table and hoisted him up in chains.
Oh God.
Well, if he wasn't a pirate, what did they hang him for?
Envy. Pure green-eyed envy. He had been a successful privateer, you see, and had accumulated great wealth.
As rich as a mink in a paddock.
Shut up, Mina.
Yes, Frost.
The small-minded governor and his lackeys wanted his money, trumped up some ridiculous charge about breaking the conditions of his letter of marque, and hanged him like a common thief. The blackguards!
She isn't Ketch's descendant. Mina is. But Mina isn't in charge
Letter
here.
of marque?
The document that permitted him to engage and destroy the enemies of the crown. The difference between a lawful privateer and a pirate.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Sorry, Frost.
Well, why didn't Ketch just say, take a hike, guys, I've got a pirating license?
Frederick Ketch was not a pirate,
But he did show them his letter of marque.
but they destroyed it and hanged him anyway.
You were telling me about Captain Ketch. Do go on.
Oh, yes. He sailed under Hawkins,
Jim Hawkins?
John Hawkins, one of the great traders of the Elizabethan age. In 1568, Frederick Ketch was a young man serving aboard the Jesus, Hawkins' flagship. They sailed from England to Africa and across the wide Atlantic to these islands. Ketch was never to see the shores of England again.
I mean, I'd rather see this island than the shores of England again, to be fair.
How come Ketch never made it home?
Because the Spaniards sank the Jesus in an act of treachery.
Those damn Spaniards.
You said Hawkins' fleet traded between Africa and the Indies. What was it they were trading?
Black men with no shirts.
Oh
You have
God.
to understand, Mr. Stobbart, that this was the 16th century.
But that doesn't alter the fact that Hawkins and Ketch were slavers and pirates.
Would it surprise you to learn that Hawkins was also a devoutly religious man?
Not
he
really.
transported slaves in a ship named after Jesus Christ. In my book, that makes him a hypocrite.
Mm-hmm. My book too, George.
What happened to Ketch? Was he killed?
Oh no,
You know this.
he got away and returned to this island, to this very house.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum.
I gather you don't have much time for the little boy.
That child is a delinquent, Mr. Stobbart.
Yeah, well, he's only, what, 11? Maybe?
A knave with one hand on the tops.
Is that an old British saying?
What is it about Rio that you don't like, Miss Frost?
Well, once upon a time, he and Emily...
Be quiet this instant, Mina.
What can you tell me about Emily?
Emily? What business can she be of yours?
Her parents were killed in a typhoon.
We, as her only living relatives, took it upon ourselves to raise the child.
That's good to know Charity isn't dead.
Oh, but she is. Washed overboard in the typhoon.
Mr. Stobbart wasn't talking about Emily's mother. He was being sarcastic.
What else can you tell me about Emily?
How dare you pry into our family in this way? I refuse to answer any more of your impertinent questions.
That's fair.
I couldn't think of any reason to climb the tree. I couldn't reach the flagpole, and a bush stopped me from moving the ladder across.
Nothing around the back. We can't just walk in.
The window was locked. The ladder extended easily.
So we can go and check these windows. But they're there. So that might be a problem. Let's just do it anyway.
You there? What are you doing?
I was going to get that.
Pardon me, ladies. I was just going to climb your ladder. I'm helping Bronson.
Oh, you're not like him, are you? He's very polite, isn't he, Frost? And he has dimples when he smiles.
Is that a yes?
Get down!
Sorry.
Okay. Can we talk about Bronson?
There was nothing else I wanted to ask the sisters.
Maybe not. So now we've met them. Let's go back and talk to Bronson. Because it might open up something else. Or we can ask Rio about Emily. Although Emily seems to be locked inside.
Tell me about the two old ladies.
Who? The Ketch sisters. One
Oh,
of
they're
them's
both
crazy
Ketches.
as a coot, and the other will turn you to stone if you're not careful. Say, was that kid giving you trouble?
The Fisher boy? No, he was very polite.
Ha! He's a juvenile delinquent. I suppose he told you I was a crook.
No!
Oh, no, he's a good kid. He'd never say anything like that.
Sure he would, the little punk.
Can I take a look at your plans?
No way! What interest would they be to you, anyhow?
I've always had a secret desire to be a surveyor.
You have?
Sure. I mean, you surveyors are just like the great explorers, aren't you? Henry the Navigator, Vasco da Gama, Chris Columbus. Maybe you don't sail uncharted seas or discover new continents, but you're okay in my book.
Smooth
Horseshit.
George.
You just stay away from those plans, you hear?
Catch you later, Bronson.
Right, so we need to distract Bronson to get the plans. And I just think Rio is the kind of guy to help us. I hope. God knows.
I think Bronson is trying to cheat those sweet, vulnerable old ladies.
That's a little unfair, isn't it?
Okay, he's trying to cheat those seriously demented, poisonous old ladies.
You have to admire his acumen.
Tell me about your friend Emily.
Why are you so interested in Emily Ketch?
Emily Ketch? A descendant of Captain Ketch, the pirate?
Yeah,
Well, it doesn't bother you?
why should it? We don't responsible for our ancestors.
He's a smart kid.
I didn't know the first thing about sailing a dinghy. There was nothing else I wanted to ask the boy.
Damn it. Okay. You know what? I'm going to ask Rio about the stone.
What you got there?
I didn't think the kid would be interested in that.
Do you want a tequila one for fishing?
What you got there?
I didn't think the kid'd be interested in that.
Surveyor. Would the surveyor be interested? No, he wouldn't. But the ladies might. They might have seen something like it. And that would be really helpful.
They wouldn't appreciate it.
They might... What about this one?
They wouldn't appreciate it.
What about the eclipse?
They wouldn't appreciate it.
We're going to get told off.
It was locked.
The house is closed.
How come?
It is undergoing a refurbishment.
Oh, of course. This must be the place Bronson's surveying.
The intention is to prepare the museum for the new century.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum. It would look nice in neon.
A museum for a pirate? There was a stony silence.
As I have already told you, sir, he was not a pirate. It's
We're getting on their
precisely
wrong
this sort of
side.
vile misrepresentation that Mr. Bronson is seeking to rebalance.
Oh? How?
Mr. Bronson has kindly agreed to undertake the museum's refurbishment at a very reasonable price. He understands the importance of a sense of history.
Funny. That's not the impression I got of Bronson at all.
He also understands spherical geometry.
Mina?
Well, he does.
Listen,
Good for
ma'am,
him.
I came a long way to visit this place.
If we make an exception in your case, everyone will want to get in.
Pardon me, but I didn't exactly have to fight my way through the crowds.
You're the second visitor we've had today.
No, I'm sorry, but it's impossible.
That should have opened up new things to talk about, right?
You're really fond of that cat, aren't you?
He is our companion and our solace.
I thought about catnapping the little monster until they let me in, but it wasn't my style. Maybe there was some other way I could use their affection for the cat to get me into the house.
Yep.
Okay, it was time for diversionary tactics. I thought I saw a little girl down on the beach.
You must be mistaken.
He must be mistaken. Mustn't he, Frost?
I'm sure I'm not. A little girl and that young fisher boy.
What? It's not possible. What were they doing?
Oh, the kinds of things that all little boys and girls get up to at their age.
When I was a little girl, we used to play cows and milkmaids.
Woe betide you if you're lying to us, Mr. Stobbart. Heaven help you.
Right, we've got them distracted. The door is
With a
locked.
creak of ancient corsetry, the sisters sailed majestically over the distant horizon.
Fly up that ladder, get in that window, see what's going on.
Just my luck. I'd struck out again. The windows were all locked.
All of them?
I didn't have a flag on me, so the flagpole would have to stay bare. Maybe in my high school days, but not now.
Fair enough. We can't move the ladder to get there. We could climb the tree.
I couldn't think of any reason to climb the tree.
Fine.
It was locked. I wasn't going to risk further laceration by the cat's claws.
Can we put it to sleep?
It would have been pretty cool to drug the cat, but I didn't
It's
have the
not
heart.
cool.
And besides which, those sisters would kill me.
That would be pretty cruel, George. Pretty cruel.
The cat looked at me as if to say, "Why have you brought a dead worm halfway around the world?" I had no answer.
Crap. So we've got the sisters down. I can't get to the flagpole.
The flagpole had a reflective target on the end for Bronson to use as a reference point.
I can't change the ladder now it's up. I don't want to break the window.
No, I couldn't just go around throwing things at other people's windows.
We could if we made a sharp exit. I feel like we've lost our chance. But it might have triggered something down here. The old ladies have disappeared. Can you help me get in, Rio?
How come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Bronson's doing. Him have the plans for redeveloping the museum. Oh, I know all about Mr. Bronson's plans.
Can you let me have a fish, kid?
I thought you say you don't like fish.
It's not for me. It's a present.
For the old ladies? Well, it makes a change from flowers and candy.
No, it's for their cat.
Okay. What do I get out of it?
I can pay you. I've got Quaramontian dollars, French francs, and traveler's checks.
You must be joking. The nearest bank is 3 islands away.
You want a worm?
Is this worm worth a fish?
Could be good bait. How did it die?
I think it drowned in tequila.
Just like my Uncle Gabriel. Yeah, I'll have that.
Nice.
Okay, I'll get you a fish. It might take a while though.
I'm good with a while. Let's try Bronson again. Bronson probably likes those panties, doesn't he? He looks like the type that would enjoy wearing those. Hold on. While he's looking, come back. Oh.
Did you see the sisters go by?
Yeah, they wanted to string that Fisher brat up. Of course, I told them where to find him.
A fink as well as a creep. Nice.
But he'd managed to vanish somehow.
Catch you later, Bronson.
Right, while he's looking, can we sneak a look at his charts?
I just had to sneak a look at those plans.
We just did, right?
Hey, get out of there.
You know, wherever I go, I hear those words. Paris, Syria, Ireland, or Spain. Makes no difference.
What do you think you're doing?
I was trying to show some interest in your project.
Oh, come on, Bronson, stop being a prick.
I had no more to talk to him about.
You got me a fish, Rio? Slap Bronson around the side of the face with it. This game is full of unlikable characters. Art critics, museum owners, Bronson, El General.
Did you see the weird sisters come by here?
Did I? They look madder than usual, so I hide until they're gone by.
Just as well. They thought you were playing with Emily. Boy, were they steamed.
Emily, you're madder than them.
Tell me about the
Will
plans.
you help me get those plans?
I don't want to go nowhere near that man. He promised to draw me when he found the fish I left in his sleeping bag.
I need a distraction. What we need to do is remove the cylinder, the surveying thing. So he's got to go, and we can look at his plans. But if we go up the ladder, it's not going to let me reach over, and I haven't got a stick. You know, if you went over to the tree and took a branch, George, that might help out. Don't fall.
I couldn't reach the flagpole, and a bush stopped me from moving the ladder across.
Can we burn the bush down? Can we throw the dart?
Nah, I didn't have the throwing strength to knock the marker off.
What about with that?
Nah, I didn't have the throwing strength to knock the marker off. Nah, I didn't have the throwing strength to knock the marker off.
What if we made a catapult?
I don't think so. Maybe in my high school days.
No, I'm thinking
but not
catapult.
now.
You know what would be really good? This stick that we had in Marseille. So the bush stops you putting a ladder up, right? But if we could get over here, you could climb the tree.
I couldn't think of any reason to climb the tree.
So we give the fish to the cat is potentially going to get us in, but we need Bronson. I want to take the ladder down. I can't.
Nah, I didn't have the throwing strength to knock the marker off.
I mean, I reckon you probably do. Can you throw the cat? The next step is that fish. You know what? The net up on the flagpole. That might work.
I didn't want a fishing net.
Other option could be a fishing rod. But I ain't getting much from Rio.
No luck with a fish?
No, man. They don't want bite. That's 'cause they know there's a storm brewing.
Storm? I don't think so.
Hey, I got a bite.
You have?
Yay!
It's a big one. A real big one.
Reel him in, Rio. Jeez, it must be a whale or something.
It's gonna be tiny. It's a unicycle.
Rustiest whale I ever see.
I still need a fish, Rio.
Okay, make me try again.
Maybe you better change your bait. It was half a rusting bicycle frame.
Can I
The
pick it
only
up?
serviceable part of the bicycle's wreck was a rubber inner tube. You just never know when you're going to need stuff like that.
Why? Rio!
There's a fish, my man.
I can't put it in my pocket while it's flapping about like that.
No problem.
Bang. Thanks, Rio. We got an inner tube for a bicycle that we don't own. And a fish. So, let's fish the cat.
Okay, cat. You don't deserve this, but here's a little fish.
Gotta take the ball.
The little
Wow.
monster ate the fish, but never strayed far from the ball.
We need that ball.
I wasn't going to risk further laceration by the cat's claws.
We inner tube the cat.
I could have loaded the cat into the inner tube and launched it out to sea. Catapult. Get it? Oh, Stobbart, you kill me sometimes. It was the old inner tube from the bicycle which Rio had fished from the sea. 3 feet of slightly perished rubber. Bound to be useful for something.
Catapult off the tree. Catapult. Ping. Send the dart into that. Knock it off. He goes running. We go see the plans. Statue? No, don't take it. No, that's not what I wanted. So we need the ball.
The inner tube hung between the two branches.
I could easily get a ball off a cat. It's called using your foot. That wouldn't do anything, would it? I really don't know why we've travelled halfway around the world just to get... like, with exotic panties that are clearly not exotic. So I need something to launch. Does this extend out here anywhere? I don't think it does. Look, he's gone away. Just take the plans.
I just had to sneak a look at those plans.
He comes back, though. But that's you looking at the plans.
Hey, get out of there.
Okay. I had no more to talk to him about.
Yeah, and probably the same with Rio as well. I really hope Nico's getting on better than we are. This is the typical George Stobbart walk around until you find something that you can launch from a catapult. I mean, you could probably launch the bike.
There was nothing else on the bicycle wreck I could use.
There's a fish, my man.
Oh, you star! Give me another
There
one.
was nothing else I wanted to ask the boy.
Okay. So we want the ball for the catapult. Will a second fish be enough to distract El Gato? Or can we launch a
another
fish from a
little fish.
catapult? Get it now. Grab it, grab it, grab it.
The little monster ate the fish, but never strayed far from the ball.
You just put your foot in and roll it out. Play with them. Is this a rule of three situation? I mean, at least the fish have gone from not biting to biting.
There's a fish, my man.
He's become an exceptional fisherman in the last.
The fish was wet and slimy and decidedly dead. That was no good.
It was an idea. Although if we can poison the fish, it'll put the cat to sleep. Or drug the fish, sorry, not poison. We've already dunked a dog. I don't want to get into the RSPCA's bad books anymore. Right, Kitty. Third fish for you. He keeps giving me fish, so I'm under the impression if
another
this
little
isn't
fish.
right. Get the ball now. You should just put your foot on the ball, grab it.
The little monster ate the fish, but never strayed far from the ball.
You guys know what the definition of insanity is, right? I want to catapult a fish at the cat. I don't want to do that in real life. We need to move the cat to get the ball. We've set up a catapult. I've got nothing to sling from the catapult. A fish might work, you know? And Rio keeps catching them for me, so whatever we're doing is wrong.
Here's a fish, my man.
Thanks, Rio. We give him 1 worm. We've had 4 fish. Excellent. But obviously the rule of 3 doesn't apply. Right. Fish the inner tube.
I doubted I had Rio's grasp of piscine aerodynamics. There had to be a better projectile than a dead fish.
I disagree. All I've got is a cat. We're gonna go all the way up a flagpole for him to tell me no.
I couldn't reach it.
You go up the ladder. Why would you put a dead fish up on there? Can we use the fish? How big is the fish? We flap a fish at that.
I didn't have the throwing strength to knock the marker off.
Can we just put it on there?
That wouldn't work.
No, okay, I figured you'd say that. Why did you try that, George, you moron? Oh, right. I am going... I'm going to save it there because I'm going to feed the cat the fish again. I don't think anything's going to happen. But if not, I'll just reload it. It's the same... completely the same sequence. Right, grab the ball now. Grab it, grab it, grab it. With a cat, you've got to be quick, George.
The little monster ate the fish, but never strayed far from the ball. A cute little putty-tat. Actually, no. It was a mangy old flea bag. It was busily torturing a red ball.
I can't target the ball.
Hey, cat, want to play with this little doll?
Switch him out.
It wasn't exactly enthralled at coming face to face with the great god Tezcatlipoca.
Tezcatlipoca. What does Bronson have to say? We're just going to get another fish from Rio. But we know Bronson doesn't like... Right, we're going about this all wrong. We're trying to placate the cat and get the ball, but actually what we need to do is piss Bronson off. He has got me another fish.
There's a fish, my man.
I could have reloaded. It doesn't really matter. We had to come down here anyway. Right, let's fish Bronson. Right round the side of the face. Bloody prick.
What do you think of my fish?
Where'd you get that?
Out of the ocean. It must live there, I guess.
Smart ass. Why are you carrying a dead fish?
It's dead? Oh. Catch you later, Bronson.
Let's try it.
He wouldn't have wanted that. Catch you later, Bronson.
I think he would. Tezcatlipoca?
He wouldn't have wanted that. Catch you later, Bronson.
Can I jab him in the side of the neck with a with a dart? That's technically assault.
He wouldn't have wanted that. Catch you later, Bronson.
Yeah, but it's what I want, not what he wants. So... slap a fish on the table. Ruin his plans. There's nothing to pick up. He doesn't want to... Oh, hold on. George. What if you wrap the fish in the net, you put the fish down and use the net...
I want a fishing net.
...to pull it away from the cat, and then drag the cat away from the... Great. I don't want to just keep giving the cat a fish. What if the inner tube... attach the fish to the inner tube?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Get sick of your tone, George. The cat want to play with an inner tube. Like a feather on a string.
I could have loaded the cat into the inner
No,
tube.
we've done that. We've done that. If I give it another fish, I am just going to end up in a spiral of insanity that I don't want to get into. Can we do anything with this? Can we hang the inner tube off that? Come on, George. You are more capable than this. All of these great ideas I've given you. Right, okay. So we do that, and then we put the fish on the end of the inner tube.
I have to do that from the ground.
So the inner tube has multiple uses.
That should get the old cat dancing. I just hoped it didn't give itself a cardiac.
Right, get the ball. Now go get the ball. It's not even trying to get it. Right, we've got the ball. So now we take down the inner tube.
I didn't have a flag on me, so the flagpole would have to stay bare.
You've got an inner tube. With a fish on the end. Cat, go for the fish. Nice. And then we're gonna... I don't think George's aim is that good. So somehow we need to use the ball to knock that off, to get him away from his plans.
I couldn't think of any reason to climb the tree.
Just walk over there. You see, I had it all figured out, I just wasn't doing it in the right order. Slap that on there.
Any reason to climb the tree.
Wait, no, we had that selected. I was one too many steps ahead of my own ingenious plan. That was the problem. Right, the red ball reminds me of a clown's nose.
It was the ball I stole from the cat.
Oh, he doesn't say it.
I put the ball in the catapult. Took aim.
Ping!
Yes! Okay, so it was a lucky shot, but I'd knocked the theodolite target clean off the end of the flagpole.
Get the inner tube, get the inner tube, get the inner tube. So he's going to come up here, we need to go down there. That cat's eating the fish much slower. It's in the bush. Oh, I can't see it. Can you move? Oh, it's scripted, okay.
What the hell's going on here?
Hi, Bronson. Nice to see you too.
You again. Have you been screwing around with my theodolite target? Where is it? I had to climb out of the window to put that one on. Damn it, I'm gonna have to go through all that again.
Not this time. The house is locked up and the sisters aren't here.
Hell's teeth! I'll have to put the spare target on the other flagpole. A whole morning's work wasted. I'm gonna fix all this, and then I'm gonna fix you, you hear?
Yeah?
Just bring it.
Fine. I'll be waiting.
Go, now, go, go. Plans, plans. George, stop watching him. That looks painful. Surely there'd be a bit of give on the flagpole. What a moron. Right, let's have a look at his plans. Can I take them? That'll piss him off. So we can see him messing around up there.
I just had to sneak a look at those plans.
What have we got? He's coming back.
Hey! Get away from there, right now! And stay out!
How is he not distracted?
I just had to sneak a look at those plans.
You should be... Right now is the perfect time to be looking at the plans, George. I don't know why we're just standing there like an idiot.
Hey! Get away from there, right now!
Right,
And
should you not
stay
be...
out!
Should you not be up the flagpole, getting your knackers crushed? Oh, that's devious. That fits in your pants too? Wow. Okay, oh no, stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. Rio. Would you like a
There was nothing
whatever
else
it's
on the
called?
bicycle wreck I could use.
What you've got there?
I didn't think the kid would be interested in that.
Oh. Can I put it on the boat? No. So why do I need this?
It was Bronson's theodolite.
Theodolite, sorry. Yeah, theodolite. Why do I need a theodolite? Oh, he's going to think the kid did it. How are we supposed to get a look at his plans? Because he's going to finish up there and come down here.
I wasn't going to risk further laceration by the cat's claws.
Can we close the ladder down? Devious. Oh, you dropped your thing.
What you doing, Bronson? Just hanging around?
I'm gonna kill you for this, Stobbart! Get me down from here!
What, so you can kill me? Gee, you talked me out of it, Bronson. I felt a little guilty about leaving Bronson up there. But not much,
I don't.
Obviously.
Thanks for the marker, dude.
The marker was a bright, shiny thing, and I have a weakness for bright, shiny things.
So do I. That's maybe why me and George got on so well. I like bright and shiny. Alright, while he's hanging around... we can just take his plans. What do I need for the marker, though? What do I need for the... Are we going to go digging?
With Bronson out of the way, I could finally get a clear look at the plans. Engineers' drawings didn't mean much to me, but one thing was clear. These plans were for a 5-story, 200-roomed, luxury, pirate-themed hotel. Another stain on the bedspread of paradise.
Right, ladies. You might want to see this. Hey, Rio. Look at Bronson. Right, so now we need to get away in the house. But I think we can do that by telling the ladies. If ever they return.
Look here. Bronson's plans.
Was I right? Is that creep up to no good?
Darn right he is.
You gonna help me with Emily?
There was nothing else I wanted to ask the boy.
Oh. Right, we've got his plans, so we need to... hopefully, while all of this has been going on, the old ladies have returned. Because they're not... Do we let Bronson down? After we've stolen his plans, his theodolite and...
Why is Mr. Bronson hanging from that
his marker.
flagpole?
He climbed up there of his own accord.
Then help him, you stupid man! Quickly, before he falls!
Yeah, I'd rather show you the plans. You might want him to stay up there.
Here, Bronson's plans.
He must
This
have
means
incredible upper
nothing
body
to me.
strength.
She's not wearing her reading glasses.
Ah, wait! Yes, I see now. I see it all too clearly. That man is planning to build a huge hotel. Bronson is a confidence trickster. Mina, we have
He
been
is.
duped. I'm glad we didn't sign his contract.
Oh, I hate tricksters, especially confident ones.
Come, Mina.
Set the cat on him.
Mr. Bronson, you may consider yourself persona non grata.
Yes! Cave Canum!
Kindly disentangle yourself from our flagpole and eject yourself from our property this very minute.
Disentangle! Eject!
Hey, cut that out, you crazy old bat!
How dare
He's gonna
you!
fall.
Mina isn't crazy, she's just engagingly eccentric.
Yeah, as a bedbug. Ouch!
Lovely as this little vista is, I'd be really grateful if you could let me into the museum now.
Certainly, young man. We are most grateful to you for exposing this scoundrel. Mina,
That's what I do.
Thanks, ladies.
Stobbart, be a pal. Get these harpies off me.
Harpies.
Ooh!
I think he can stay there. I might open a window for him. We are going to leave him as well. It's not our responsibility now. Meanwhile, in London.
While George was basking in the sun-drenched Caribbean,
Looks like
I
London.
went. It was a long shot, but I thought I'd start my search for the Jaguar Stone at the British Museum.
She is the smart one. Okay, so we have a La Libre. Oh, we have Nico notes as well. I'm not going to read them in a French accent. Certainly not a female French accent, because that would offend just about everybody. It was a wonderful surprise to hear from George. I've really missed him. But things move on, I guess. We agreed to go for a coffee. But first I want to talk to a Professor Ubier from the university's Mesoamerican department about the Mayan stone. This is one. If only I can discover its link to the drug smugglers, then I will have the most amazing story, a once in a lifetime scoop. Surely that was broken. That was Shadow of the Templars. That was the most amazing scoop. I'm sure Ubier will prove to be a reliable fellow, but I have left the stone with Andre just in case. Boy, was I right to be cautious. George and I were attacked in Ubier's house by Central Americans. I was knocked out. I don't know if that is the right term. It probably is, actually. It's better than what George has been saying. I was knocked out with a drugged dart fired from a blowpipe, and when I came round, I found myself tied to a chair in a warehouse. Kazak, the drug smuggler I've been investigating, interrogated me. His sidekick, Pablo, is the man who abducted me from Ubier's house. Kazak wanted to know what I'd done with the stone, but I refused to tell them anything. He decided to leave me overnight, sure that I would talk in the morning. I heard a noise and thought they'd returned to kill me, so I was very relieved when it turned out to be George. He'd come all the way to Marseille to save me. However, we still weren't out of danger, and it took a dunking in the dock water to escape Pablo's murderous grasp. We discovered that the next part of the trail leads to Central America, a place called Quaramante. Coromante isn't exactly on the beaten track, but if you look beyond the ramshackle huts, it's a beautiful place. However, there's no telling what dark secrets it holds. Having looked around Coromante City, we seem to be on the right track. We saw Professor Ubier with a man in charge, General... was it Jacinto? I can't even remember his name. Surely not a coincidence. The General himself is pretty secretive, but when we talked with our friend Conchita... Talked with our fiend... Bride? What? Is that a 20-something-year-old spelling mistake? In the mining office, she suspected that Ubier was working hand-in-glove with the General. George asked to get a look at the map in the General's office, so I had to do the distracting. All I told him was that I wanted an interview, and he insisted on taking me back to his apartment. I've handled bigger creeps than him in the past. I only hope it's worth it. Crescento was as wimpy as I expected. His mother, Quaramante's president, turned up and started talking about marrying him off. Luckily, George's jailbreak gave me the distraction I needed to get out of there. We escaped upriver on a boat, heading towards the mine, but in the night we were attacked by a helicopter, and the boat sank. I remember swimming away from the debris, and then nothing. I came round days later with an awful taste in my mouth. George had made a dreadful fruit juice concoction, which he made me drink. I am, of course, very grateful to him. George and I had 2 more stones to find, so we split up. The stone I was looking for, the Jaguar stone, was once captured by an English sea captain known as El Draco. While George headed off to the sun-drenched Caribbean, I went to London. It was a long shot, we've heard this bit, in her voice, not mine. It was a long shot, but I thought I'd start my search for the Jaguar stone at the British Museum.